Hey everyone, my name is Veronica. I'm so happy to be with you today. So let's record a podcast. I am answering 3 questions today. These were questions submitted by listeners just like you. Maybe your question is going to be answered today. If you would like to submit a question to me, it's totally free. Simply download the Anchor app and record me a voice note. Send it to me and I will add it to my queue. I answer them in the order that they are received. But before we get to that, if you would like to learn more about me or work with me one-on-one, VeronicaIsles.com is the place to go. I also have a successful YouTube channel, so find me there and subscribe to me there as well. Okay, so let's get to question number 1.
Hi, Veronica. I'm from California. So I've been with my boyfriend for about 3 years, and I recently just found out that I was pregnant. We were on the marina, so I was on the marina, and it somehow still happened. So he didn't take the news the way I thought he would. I mean, we were both in shock, but at the end of the day, I want to have the baby and he doesn't. Now I understand that this is a situation where we both have to decide, but I just don't think that I could go through with having an abortion. So, is there a way that I can manifest him accepting the pregnancy? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Well, first of all, congratulations. That sounds very exciting to me and the start of good things. A new baby is wonderful. I know that it came as a shock and it sounds like you want this baby. So I would say to go with your heart. You want it. You want to have the baby. You deserve to have the baby. You deserve to be with someone that also wants the same thing. Now, yes, it is absolutely possible to manifest him accepting the pregnancy. Not only that, but actually wanting it, supporting it, and having it make him so happy. So the first thing to remember is that you attracted the way he responded. All of his responses, all of the ways that people interact with us, we have attracted. So the fact that he was unfavorable to this, you attracted that. Now, the great thing about that is you can attract him coming around. You can attract him apologizing for the fact that his initial response wasn't favorable. You can attract him completely doing a 180 and suddenly wanting this even more than you, like looking at baby names and being excited about a new baby and making plans for the future and deciding to be a good man and to sort of step up to the plate and to be an amazing father. So I want you to, every single time this comes to mind, instead of reinforcing this idea that he doesn't want it, that he wants you to get an abortion, and oh my God, what am I going to do? Let's just pause from all of that and let's instead focus on this idea that he is coming around. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of men who initially, they were scared and they didn't know what to do and they thought an abortion should happen, but then they came around. So think about it. This is not the first time in the history of the world that a man has come around. So I want to see him in the category of men who have, they've really sort of matured in this moment. Maybe it was shocking. Maybe it was something that was unplanned. I mean, plenty of pregnancies are unplanned. In fact, probably most of them really are. So let's really just see him as, the best in him, who he is at his finest. He is someone who takes responsibility and is excited about this new change in his life and who wants to support you, who is on board with the same things that you want. In fact, these are all themes, all ideas that you should be focusing on for a successful relationship regardless. So let's really focus on him as coming around, as 3 years from now, celebrating your child's birthday and being so glad that you didn't go through with an abortion, and that being so glad that he came around and that he changed his tune and that he was that he took a chance on this new beginning, this new start to a new chapter in your lives. So let's really just be mindful of how we see him, how we think he is thinking. So we don't want to argue this point as if you are on one side and he is on the other side and you are opposing forces. Instead, we want to see him as being in harmony, And if you have a hard time reaching that point, use what if statements, like what if he could come around, and just omit the bad, like just refrain from engaging in it, refrain from reinforcing these things like he doesn't want it. Okay. Well, congrats again. I'm wishing you all the happiness in the world. Okay, let's get to question number 2.
Hey Veronica, first of all, I love your channel. They have helped me quite a lot in manifesting a couple of things in my life, especially my specific person. So, my question is about manifesting my exam score. I recently had a very important exam. The answer sheet has already been submitted, uh, but the result is yet to come out. So, the thing is, I need 50 marks to pass that exam, but I could only answer for questions that would get me like 35 to 40 marks, and I'm sure of it. So I was wondering if I could manifest those 10 to 15 marks, extra 10 to 15 marks somehow. I mean, it seems kind of logically impossible, but can I apply law of attraction to manifest those extra marks somehow? Thanks.
I am happy to help you with this, and I actually have personal experience in manifesting a higher grade when I shouldn't have logically received such a thing. So I have personal experience in this area. I do want to also say thank you for watching the channel, and I'm glad the other videos can help, and I'm happy to help you with this too. Okay, so the important thing is not to focus on the logistics of this situation or how you get there. You just want to see yourself with the final result. The final result is you have passed this exam. You are there, you feel the relief, you feel all the weight of the world off of your shoulders. You have passed this exam. It is wonderful. You are celebrating. You are so thankful, so grateful. In my experience, I had a math class. It was an advanced class. I was in the honors program, and this class was just sort of beyond me. Like, I was struggling so hard with this math class. I just could not grasp it. I was doing all of this extra work on Saturdays in the learning center, trying to figure out how on earth to pass this class. I knew I needed a C to, in fact, pass it, and I knew that my scores were really bad. I was like failing every single test, every single exam I was failing. And as we know, grades add up. My average grade was like a D or an F. It was terrible. So an interesting thing happened at the learning center that I was at. My math teacher happened to be teaching a Saturday class at this center. And I didn't know this. Like, I didn't know he was also teaching a class there. He wasn't teaching me, but the thing is he saw me working really hard on a Saturday, trying to improve my score, working on his class. So I think that this ended up working in my favor because what ended up happening is my work really never improved. It never really got better. I still was getting D's and F's on every single exam. However, when I got my grade at the end of the semester, I received a C. And I still have no logical way to understand why this happened. I sent my teacher a email thanking him so much for this because, again, there was no logical reason why I should have received this grade, but he did. So again, I have personal experience where you can receive a passing mark even though you didn't actually do the work. So think of yourself as a hard worker, as someone who deserves to receive this, as someone who deserves to pass this, as someone who has put in their all, not as a failure, but actually as a winner. Now, in my particular experience, I happened to show up at this location. I mean, there were plenty of learning centers. I just happened to show up at the learning center that he was at. I didn't know this. I really think that the fact he saw me working, he saw the effort I was putting in, my mind has always grasped that this was the reason why it came together. Now, it could have just come together for whatever reason, but tell yourself that the fact that you are putting in this effort, putting in this work, that the person who is responsible for giving you this grade is just going to feel this energetically and going to reward you because of it. Okay, let's get to the last question.
Hey Veronica, how are you? I hope you are doing good. We have been together like for about 9 years, and I love this person. I love my boyfriend very much. But recently, he said that he want a breakup and he want to leave me because he said that his family members would never accept me. He loves me, but his family members could not accept me, so he don't want to take it further. And I have been begging and crying and asking him there is a way, there can be a way, but he says I don't know what to do now. And I've been very depressed about it. I don't know what to do, whether should I call him, continuously chase him, or I should let the fate do its thing. I should wait for him. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so I'm sorry to hear that your boyfriend said that he wanted a breakup and that he wanted to leave you because his family will never accept you. I think that the important thing to remember is that he does love you. Now, that is a very good thing that you have on your side. We want to look at all of the things that you have in your favor, and that is a big one. Now, a lot of the things that you're doing right now, you definitely have to change. You cannot beg him. You cannot cry and ask or plead. Like, that is not going to work. If you want him to change his mind, you need to regroup. Be the person inside that has this as a sure win. I mean, you've been together for 9 years. That says something. 9 years is a really good chunk of time. So you have that in your favor. Again, we want to look at the things that you have in your favor. Now, of course, there's a way to be together. Even if his family isn't accepting you right now, like, there is a way to make this right. In the history of the world, I am sure there have been plenty of other instances of, a guy having his family not accept his girl, but still deciding to be with her, convincing them that they should love her and accept her, and them getting married and living happily ever after. Like, you can be that too. Like I said, that there have been other times that this has happened in history. Like, this is not groundbreaking. This is not something that's never been done before. So look to other people as examples. In fact, I really think that I even have a success story on my website of, overcoming obstacles. I believe the success was in terms of religion. There were religious differences, and that is why the family wouldn't accept her, but he fought for her. He decided to make it right, and they had had a breakup as well. So there is an example. Again, you can't chase him. Like, he has to chase you, beg you to still be with him. I mean, I think he owes you an apology. You deserve an apology. You should wait for him in the sense that he is coming back. So we are not waiting on him. We are not putting our life on hold for him. We are feeling complete and wonderful right now, knowing that this is all going to work out. In fact, start planning your wedding. Oh, that was Jon Snow. I guess he's excited. He is sending a shout out for the wedding. Like, start planning your wedding. Start realizing what it's like to be with this person for the next 9 years. You need to take a moment, give him some space. And Jon Snow agrees to that as well. So give him some space. Give him some time to himself to realize that it was a mistake to break up with you. Like, don't convince him of this. Don't cry or beg or say, why are you doing this? That never works. Like, you never hear a success story that came together because the person begged and cried and pleaded. In fact, if you look at success stories, all success stories usually say, I begged, I cried, I pleaded, and it didn't work. And then they realized, ooh, I need to be my confident self. I need to realize that I am the prize. I am the winner. This person can come back begging and crying for me. So what I want you to do, I know your heart is totally involved with this, but make a list of all of the things that you have on your side. You were together for 9 years. He loves you. Like, those are wonderful things. Make a list of all of the reasons why you are compatible, complete, why he would be lucky to be able to spend the rest of his life with you. Even reinvent this idea of his family members coming around. That they accept you. They are good, kind people. They want him to be happy, and they know that he can ideally be happy with you. So they support this. In fact, they convince him, they urge him to be with you. So let's redirect all of these bad feelings, all of these feelings of lack, all of these things that are plaguing you, and let's turn them all around in your favor. Settle upon that. plan your wedding. Jon Snow agrees, and let's just do this. Okay. So I hope that this could help. Thank you so much to the 3 people who submitted questions. I am Veronica. Learn more about me at VeronicaIsles.com. Submit your own voice note at anchor.fm/VeronicaIsles. Download the Anchor app. Submit me that voice note. I will add it to my queue. I also re-release these on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe there as well. And I hope you have a lovely and wonderful and amazing day. And there are plenty of free resources on my website. I also have paid coaching too if you would like to work with me. Okay, have a good one.